Did you know that the smallest planet in our solar system, Mercury, is the fastest one too? Welcome to a journey that will take us closer to the Sun than we've ever been, to the planet named after the swiftest Roman god, Mercury. This tiny celestial body, only slightly larger than Earth's moon, zips around the Sun faster than any other planet in our solar system. Its close proximity to the Sun has not only influenced its physical characteristics, but also its cultural significance. For thousands of years, ancient civilizations recognized Mercury in their sky, and in more modern times, it's captured the imagination of many. From the pens of renowned science fiction writers like Isaac Asimov and Arthur C. Clarke, to the silver screen in films like Sunshine, Mercury has been a source of inspiration and curiosity. Despite its size, Mercury certainly has a big presence. Let's delve deeper into this fascinating planet. You might be surprised to know that Mercury is only a little bigger than Earth's moon. This pint-sized planet, the smallest of the 8 in our solar system, is so compact that it would require over 18 Mercuries to match Earth's size. Yet size isn't everything, especially when it comes to celestial bodies. Mercury's structure is fascinating. From afar, its surface appears rocky and barren, much like our own moon. However, it's what's beneath that surface that sets Mercury apart. Deep within the confines of this small planet, lies a core that is likely composed of a heavier material, most probably iron. This core isn't just a tiny nugget either. It's a substantial part of the planet, making up about 3/4 of its radius. Imagine that. On Earth, our iron core only accounts for a little over half of our planet's radius. This suggests that Mercury's formation and evolution were quite different from ours. And it's one of the reasons why scientists are so interested in studying this tiny planet. Also, despite being the smallest planet, if you were to place Mercury and the Moon on a scale, Mercury would weigh significantly. This is due to its dense, iron-rich core, which gives it a massiveness that defies its small size. So while it might be small, Mercury is certainly not lacking in substance. Mercury holds the title of being the closest planet to the Sun, but how close is it? Well, on average, it sits a little more than 1/3 of the distance from the Sun compared to Earth. Now let's talk about Mercury's orbit. This smallest planet in our solar system has quite a speedy orbit. It makes a complete trip around the Sun once every 88 Earth days. So if you were to live on Mercury, you'd celebrate your birthday every 88 days. But don't this quick year fool you into thinking days on Mercury are short? Quite the contrary. One Mercury day, the time it takes for the planet to rotate once on its axis, lasts for 59 Earth days. That's right, a day on Mercury is longer than its year. This peculiar arrangement of time is due to Mercury's slow spin and its rapid orbit around the Sun. As a result, the morning sun on Mercury appears to rise briefly, set and rise again from some parts of the planet's surface. The same thing happens in reverse at sunset for other parts of the surface. Mercury's proximity to Sun and its rapid orbit make it a unique planet in our solar system. The surface of Mercury might remind you of another celestial body we're familiar with, Earth's moon. Both terrestrial bodies are heavily scarred with impact craters, a testament to the numerous cosmic collisions they've experienced over billions of years. But unlike our moon, Mercury is a planet that's been through the cosmic ringer. Its craters, valleys and mountains tell a story of a world shaped by intense geological activity. Now let's talk about Mercury's temperature. You might imagine that the planet closest to the Sun would be scorching hot all the time, and you'd be half right. When Mercury is facing the Sun, temperatures can skyrocket to a blistering 800 degrees Fahrenheit. That's hot enough to melt lead. But here's where things get interesting. Mercury doesn't have a significant atmosphere to trap heat, so when the planet is turned away from the Sun, temperatures plummet. The dark side can get as cold as -300 degrees Fahrenheit. Even more intriguing is the prospect of water ice on Mercury. Yes, you heard it right, ice on the closest planet to the Sun. Some of Mercury's craters, particularly near its poles, are in perpetual shadow. These frigid, lightless corners of the planet could potentially host deposits of water ice, a tantalizing hint at the complexities of our solar system. Despite being so close to the Sun, Mercury's surface can experience extreme cold, another fascinating paradox of this planet. Mercury, the smallest planet and closest to the Sun, wears its heart on its sleeve, so to speak. Unlike Earth's cozy blanket of air, Mercury has almost no atmosphere, more akin to a barren rock facing the harshness of space. This lack of atmosphere is due to Mercury's small size and proximity to the Sun. The Sun's powerful solar wind easily whips away any gases that dare to cling to the planet's surface. But Mercury isn't entirely defenseless. Here's where things get fascinating. Despite its nakedness, Mercury does have a surprise defense system, a magnetosphere. This is a bubble-shaped region around the planet, engineered by a weak magnetic field. It's only about 1% as strong as Earth's, but it's enough to deflect some of the solar wind's charged particles. Imagine a cosmic game of pinball. The magnetosphere acts like a giant flipper, batting away most of the solar wind particles. However, the game isn't always straightforward. Mercury's magnetic field is a bit tilted, and occasionally it interacts with the solar wind in a way that creates intense magnetic tornadoes. These solar whirlwinds funnel some of the hot, charged particles from the solar wind down towards the planet's surface. As particles slam into Mercury, they knock loose neutral atoms, sending them soaring high into the thin exosphere. So, while Mercury may be exposed, its weak magnetic field does put up a bit of a fight, creating a dynamic and surprising interaction with the solar wind. This tiny world, stripped bare and exposed to the universe, still holds its own, presenting a fascinating study of resilience in the face of extreme conditions. Imagine this: you're standing on Mercury. The ground beneath your feet is a barren, rocky landscape, and when you look up, you're greeted by a breathtaking spectacle. The Sun, a massive fiery ball, is 3 times larger than what we're used to seeing from Earth. It dominates the sky, a brilliant searing beacon that's impossible to ignore. This is the reality of Mercury, the closest planet to our star. It's essentially a front-row seat to one of the most intense light shows in the solar system. But this isn't just a visual spectacle. The sunlight on Mercury is incredibly intense, around 11 times brighter than what we experience here on Earth. Can you imagine that? It's enough to fry an egg on the surface within seconds, and without proper protection, an astronaut wouldn't fare much better. This intense solar radiation, combined with Mercury's lack of a substantial atmosphere, creates a planet that's both mesmerizing and deadly, a testament to the harsh realities of our solar system. So while Mercury's magnetosphere may deflect some of the solar wind, the planet is still under the Sun's fiery embrace, a constant reminder of the intense and unyielding forces at play in our universe. From our vantage point on Earth, Mercury may seem like a distant, mysterious world. But thanks to the marvels of space exploration, we've been able to get a closer look at this fascinating planet. 2 missions in particular, Mariner 10 and Messenger, have played a crucial role in revealing Mercury's secrets. Mariner, launched in the 1970s, was the first spacecraft to visit Mercury. It provided us with our initial detailed images of the planet's surface and data about its magnetic field. Fast forward to the 21st century, and we had the Messenger mission, the first spacecraft to orbit Mercury. Over 4 years, Messenger captured over 250,000 images and vast amounts of data, shedding light on Mercury's geology, composition, and incredibly thin atmosphere. These missions have greatly expanded our understanding of Mercury, transforming it from a distant, unknown world into a place of discovery and wonder. So, if you're as fascinated by Mercury as we are, be sure to subscribe, like, and share our videos to keep up with the latest discoveries and explore the mysteries of our solar system together.